I love everything old, old friends, old times, old manners, old books, old wine. Romance and novels paint beauty in colors more charming than nature and describe a happiness that humans never taste. How deceptive and destructive are those pictures of consummate bliss. The hours we pass with happy prospects in view are more pleasing than those crowned with fruition. Be not affronted at a joke. If one throws salt at thee, thou wilt receive no harm, unless thou art raw. I was ever of the opinion that the honest man who married and brought up a large family did more service than he who continued single and only talked of population. Tenderness is a virtue. You can preach a better sermon with your life than with your lips. Could a man live by it, it was not unpleasant employment to be a poet. Life is a journey that must be traveled no matter how bad the roads and accommodations. Modesty seldom resides in a breast that is not enriched with nobler virtues. The company of fools may first make us smile, but in the end, we always feel melancholy. People seldom improve when they have no other model but themselves to copy. As writers become more numerous, it is natural for readers to become more indolent, whence must necessarily arise a desire of attaining knowledge with the greatest possible ease. Pity and friendship are two passions incompatible with each other. Every absurdity has a champion to defend it. When lovely woman stoops to folly and finds too late that men betray, what charm can soothe her melancholy? What art can wash her guilt away? If you were to make little fishes talk, they would talk like whales. They say women and music should never be dated. Where wealth accumulates, men decay. Man wants but little here below, nor wants that little long. Write how you want, the critic shall show the world you could have written better. Honor sinks where commerce long prevails. Girls like to be played with, and rumpled a little too, sometimes. Success consists of getting up just one more time than you fall. With disadvantages enough to bring him to humility, a Scotsman is one of the proudest things alive. A man who leaves home to mend himself and others is a philosopher, but he who goes from country to country, guided by the blind impulse of curiosity, is a vagabond. Surely the best way to meet the enemy is head-on in the field and not wait till they plunder our very homes. On the stage he was natural, simple, affecting. 'Twas only when he was off, he was acting. Friendship is a disinterested commerce between equals, love, an abject intercourse between tyrants and slaves. Hope is such a bait, it covers any hook. The jests of the rich are ever successful. Ceremonies are different in every country, but true politeness is everywhere the same. A great source of calamity lies in regret and anticipation, therefore a person is wise who thinks of the present alone, regardless of the past or future. Let schoolmasters puzzle their brain with grammar and nonsense, and learning, good liquor, I stoutly maintain, gives genius a better discerning. Conscience is a coward, and those faults it has not strength enough to prevent it seldom has justice enough to accuse. There are some faults so nearly allied to excellence that we can scarce weed out the vice without eradicating the virtue. The best way to make your audience laugh is to start laughing yourself. Law grinds the poor, and rich men rule the law. I chose my wife, as she did her wedding gown, for qualities that would wear well. All that a husband or wife wants is to be pitied a little, praised a little, and appreciated a little.